Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on Multiman and the PlayStation 3. So this is a PS3 Slim. It's got 3.55 custom firmware in there. It came with a 160 drive. I swapped it out to a 750, and I also picked up this device here from GameStop, which gives me 4 USB slots and a couple of memory card um, slots, so I can take a SD card or I don't know, some other compact flash and something else, plug them in there. It typically comes with 2 USB slots. This gives me 4, so I've got both of my hard drives plugged in here. I've got my PlayStation Move plugged in there, and then I've got an empty slot over here for controllers or anything else I want to plug in. So this is my desktop. I'll start up Multiman. Alright, so that'll start up. Now I've got, like I said, both of my hard drives, A and B, plugged in. The hard drives are, let me see if you can see them. They're plugged in underneath the TV here. So you've got hard drive A, hard drive B. So this is all the older stuff. This is all the newer stuff. So they're both sitting there underneath the TV. Once it starts up, you get a total of the games on there and their ID. So this is the display. You can move through the games with the arrows on the controller. That'll let you move from game to game. Or if you use L2 or R2, that lets you jump from page to page. So, what else? L1 and R1 let you go to a different type of displays. That's pretty cool. This is like the Wii USB loader type of display. Anyway, so this is my display. It boots up to this. The screen here, if you press L1 or R1 until you eventually get to this screen, this is where you can do your configurations. You can also load up the games through here. You can scroll through, pick the game you want. But if you go all the way to the left, there's a lot of different things you can do, but I only do maybe like 2 or 3 things here. I'll use this update, so I'll check for any new updates. And you've got file manager, themes, you can change the themes, you can do a couple of other things. The only other thing I use is this, game covers. I have it set to auto, so I have my PS3 plugged in to it's got a Cat 5 cable plugged into the back, so it can search on the internet. Anytime I dump a new game, it'll detect that it's a new game, the cover is missing, and if this is set to auto, it'll just download the cover for me. Instead of just showing like a blank, it'll show you like a default cover or something. This will actually download the cover for me. The other setting I use is right there. Default display. So this is the display when the system loads up, when Multiman loads up, how the games are going to be viewed. So I have it 4:2 game list. 4:2 means this. So this is my display. I have 4 games by two rows, 4 games each row. So if you don't like this one, if you prefer this one, then You can change that there. Other than that, I don't really do much with the system settings. I leave everything else as default. You've got triangle. That takes you to here. This is where you do all this stuff. I don't really mess with any of this. You can check for program updates. Whatever. I don't mess with this. Down here it shows you the IP address to the system. It shows you the internal hard drive and the USB hard drive. What else? So let's press square. That's odd. Just dropped my controller and it's not responding now. I'll be back.